Hello there. All right, on today's episode of the podcast, I'm talking about social signals in SEO. Not just social signals, directory signals, signals from all over the place. I'm just going to talk about signals and the importance of signals in search engine optimization. I'm going to do this with an example. One of the best, most fun methods of SEO is to see what you are already ranking for. Let's say you have a website, whatever niche it's in, and it's been around for a while now. It's been around for a couple of years. Maybe you even have a few blog posts on it. And you haven't really done SEO on it, but it's been around for a while. You have a company, it's been around for a while. You've been active with that company, it's been around for a while you've been active with it. And throughout that time, you naturally will have gotten a few links or people talking about you, saying this was a great whatever your brand is, and saying the products you gave was great. And you'll have all these links, not a ton, but you'll have a bunch from different social media platforms or blogs or directories, all sorts of different places. And this tells Google, this is what this brand does. This is who this brand is. And what will happen is Google will actually, if your website isn't a complete technical mess, and if it's not slow, and if you submit it to Google Search Console, connected Google Search Console, submitted to it, all the basic technical stuff. You have a site that crawlers can crawl, they can do their crawling all over your site and parse the pages in it. You have all that stuff, the basic stuff of SEO, and Google will take your site or pages on your site and show them not necessarily on the first page of Google, sometimes though, but on other pages of Google, the second page very often, the third, the fourth, whatever, the fifth. And that will just happen naturally in the life cycle of a business as a business matures, because it tells Google, this site, the longer you're around, the more trustworthy you are, because age is actually a ranking factor, though it is very, very, very much not critical, because I've seen brand new sites rank for very lucrative keywords. If you are active in doing SEO, age isn't really a limiting factor. But if you're not doing SEO, it helps a lot. If you're not doing that much SEO, it helps a lot. And just in general, it does help. Age does help. And then all the links that you get tell Google about the brand. And so Google will rank your brand for keywords that are related to it, for search terms that are related to it on page 1, page 2, page 3. And you can go into Google Search Console and you can look at what you are already ranking for. And then if you haven't done SEO, you can create new pages targeting these keywords directly. Take that keyword. Here's the cheat sheet. Take the keyword that you find that you are already ranking for in Google Search Console that you want to rank better for. Create a dedicated page for that keyword. It's as if you are not already doing SEO. So take that keyword, make a dedicated page for that keyword, put it in the URL, put it in the page title, at the beginning of the page title, at the beginning of the meta description, at the beginning of the first sentence, and some variation of it, but not the exact one, in the alt text for the first image that appears on the page. The H1 is the heading, so it's the H1, the first sentence, at the beginning of the first sentence, the URL, the page title, and the meta description. And then write a few hundred words about that keyword. If it is a top of funnel keyword, you will probably need to write more. If it is a bottom of funnel keyword, you won't need more than a few hundred words. Do that. And then take that new page, submit it to Google Search Console, and you will find that your ranking for this keyword will spike up. And if it is a decent page and the competition isn't too heavy, you could even rank number 1. The reason for this is because Google has all of these social signals, directory signals, blog signals, random articles signals from all over the place saying your brand is relevant to this keyword. And Google makes it very easy for companies to rank for keywords that Google already knows are related to that brand. And this is why this is cool. It's cool because, and so I'm very thoughtful and considerate when I talk about my brands in different places on the internet, because I know that Google looks at those words to determine what your site is about. If you were an architecture website, but all your social signals and all your directories and all your blogs said that your website was about Python, the programming language, or gardening, well, it's going to be difficult to rank for architecture terms. You're going to need to actually do what's called off-site search engine optimization. Talk about your brand in different places using the language that you want. And something that I believe is that a lot of people underestimate just how powerful doing this is. Submitting to directories, which you can do for free, Google your niche plus the word directory, and there will be so many directories that you can submit yourself to, and then use language very thoughtfully, things that your brand is relevant to. Do broad terms because you're going to want to rank for keywords within all of these terms. Do the same thing on social media. Write articles on Medium, on X, put up posts on Threads, use featured.com and talk about your brand or talk about things that are relevant to your brand. And even if you are not getting the backlinks, people put so much emphasis on backlinks and anchor text. And even if you are not getting that stuff, it is still sending these signals to Google that your brand is about what you want it to be about. And that is what I wanted to share on this episode of the show. This is a quick one. I am in Vilnius, Lithuania right now, and I flew in this morning. Woke up at 5 a.m. in a different country, flew here, and I am so sleepy. So that is all for this episode. But this is really one of my favorite things in SEO. It's crafting relevant, powerful language around your brand off of your website so that it is easier to go after the keywords that you want to target. And I find that this is so helpful for ranking. That is all for episode 425 of my daily digital marketing podcast, The Edward Show. I do this baby every day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.